When God was giving talent, balls were just too late. So they try to put me down, but it makes me more ambitious. Success is sweet, but revenge is so delicious. Haters gonna hate.
Starters back with another pre-game stats breakdown. Starting off on the red team, we're going to have Zyra, Malphite, Graves, Rengar, and Lee Sin versus the blue team, who has Vayne, Thresh, Jayce, Akali, and Kha'Zix. So at the top lane for the red team, we're going to have a Malphite. Malphite is a great top lane pick, especially against Akali, who will be the top lane for the blue team. Now, Malphite mains top lane, but so does Akali. Malphite's only been played by this person 4 times, where Akali's been played by this person 42 times. I think I may have to give the advantage to the Akali as far as lane goes, although having a Lee Sin on the opposing team is pretty much impending doom for Akali regardless. But then if we go into the mid lane, we're going to have Zyra. Yes, Zyra mid, someone we have not seen in mid for quite some time, against Jayce in mid, who is also somebody we don't even see in game anymore. Zyra mains caster while Jayce mains jungle, so this should give Zyra a pretty massive advantage. Zyra's been played by this person 8 times, where Jayce has only been played by this person 9 times, so not really high game counts, but Zyra having a lot more experience in that mid lane and as a caster should make for a very, very compelling victory in her favor. Then if we go into the jungle, we're going to have Lee Sin versus Kha'Zix. So Lee Sin mains jungle and so does Kha'Zix, so no one should have any real advantage there. Lee Sin's been played by this person 47 times, where Kha'Zix has been played by this person 80 times. So it's a lot of experience playing Kha'Zix and a lot of experience in the jungle, so it's hard not to give that advantage. But I think Lee Sin's going to do phenomenal in this game just because he has an Akali to go up against, and Kha'Zix even turns invisible, and so does Vayne. So overall, I think Lee Sin is going to do amazing in this game, but we'll really have to see once we get in there. If we take a look at the bottom lane, last but not least, we're going to have Graves versus Vayne. Graves mains AD carry, and so does Vayne. Graves has been played by this person 33 times, where Vayne has been played by this person 39 times, so very, very close. Let's go off overall win percentage. We'll see that Vayne has 64% and Graves has 54%. So Vayne clearly in a 10% win advantage, which is absolutely huge, especially once you get up to the amount of games that they have being like 500 and 600 games. Then if we take a look at the supports, we're going to have Rengar. Yes, Rengar supports and Thresh support. Rengar mains AD carry while Thresh mains support, so this should give Thresh a huge advantage once again. Definitely going to have to pick the bottom lane on the blue team, 100%. But if we take a look at all the wins and losses combined from each teams, we'll see that red team has about a 54.56% average of winning, and the blue team has a 57.67% chance of winning. So I think I'm going to have to side with the stats on this one and go with the blue team. Let's get in the game and see what happens. Hey, what's going on, everyone? ScubaChris back with another episode of the Diamond League. Once again, back with RF Legendary. Who else do we have? A bunch of TS. I don't know if that stands for transsexual or not, but I suppose we shall find out someday. But we do have Mancloud as well as ScubaChris, so we do have a couple people from Vulcan on this game, so that should be interesting. LightSludge is also an excellent player. I don't know if I'm 100% familiar with anybody else, though. Either way, I don't think I've actually seen a jungle Kha'Zix, or if I have, it's been a really long time. I actually haven't even seen a jungle Lee Sin in a very long time as well. Vayne is always exciting to watch play, although putting her with Thresh, he does have a little bit of CC and stuff like that, which definitely helps her get off her 3 auto attacks for silver bolts, so that's going to be nice. It's just that sometimes their skills are a little bit counterintuitive as far as he pulls people closer, she knocks them away, yada yada yada. It'll be interesting. Going up against a Graves Zyra, I mean, Graves has a nice gap closer or can run away a little bit further than Vayne's tumble, but Quick Draw also increases attack speed, which is nice, but it just kind of depends on if you need the attack speed or the flat out burst damage. Zyra will be able to basically just root people in place and then slow them down afterwards, which is nice. Graves does have, like I said, that gap closer, so that's definitely going to help if she gets a grab on him, or gets her grasping roots. It should be a very interesting bottom lane. I think both of them have a very excellent chance or at least the potential to do very, very well. But as far as just raw champions and synergy, champions with that synergy, I think Graves and Zyra do have a little bit of the advantage. Let's see if I'm right, because you never know. I am wrong from time to time. From time to time, just time to time. Well, the red team does have a very interesting pick. They have a Malphite and a Rengar for their solo lanes. Definitely not typical. Going up against an Akali and a Jayce. So anything can really happen in this game. I honestly don't know what lanes these people will go to. Jayce we haven't seen in quite some time. After Riot hit him with the Nerf bat a couple times, I mean, they didn't really hit him with the Nerf bat. They kind of like took the Nerf bat, soaked it in water, put it in the freezer for a couple days, and then took it out, and then like swung at, you know, their wife. But ever since then, he just hasn't really been as strong. It's been a very long time. He hasn't been able to create that really long-range poke. I mean, that and a lot of poke comps just don't really exist anymore. We don't see very many AP Nidalees. Ooh, red team actually did spot out this nice ward that he put down. And it is an Explorer ward, so it will expire after some time, but it's going to provide enough protection. So it will, yeah, it will definitely provide enough protection to thwart off any form of ganks or jungle invasion that could potentially happen. So overall, it was a really, really great placement of the ward and a great time. Because right after they go for the blue buff, if he's going to go into their jungle for the red buff, they'd be able to say, oh, 2 members of the red team going in for invading and forcing the flash out. Actually, only 2 members there. I don't know if the flash was necessary. But, oh, Kha'Zix coming in from the side. Going to get, oh, another Rouge going on both members. Actually gets ignited. And she's going to flash over. Oh, Akali, one more. Oh, she's... One more auto attack. One more auto attack. I don't know if they're going to be able to get away. It looks as if they might be able to. It's a lot of damage going on to 2 members of the red team. That is going to be first blood actually on the Rengar at the bottom. What exactly happened up here? Oh, nice hook coming down, actually bringing him down. I don't know exactly how Rengar gets a beautiful cleanse. And the exhaust goes down, and oh, nice Q that just does so much damage. He popped that Elixir of Fortitude just to be able to get that big chunk of AD, and then Vayne picks up the second kill. But in that epic fight in mid lane, everybody gets away. There's absolutely nothing that either team could do. They were just so close to picking up the kills. They just weren't quite there. Let's see if we can get to live real quick. Akali, this matchup with Akali and Malphite, I don't want to necessarily say that it's even. But, oh, Akali's getting completely taken out. It looks like she's just going to stand there and accept her death. A little bit disheartening, but she can get out of that. She doesn't have a ward here in... Yeah, she just didn't have a ward, and that's a very bad thing not to have. Uh-oh. Red team seems like they're pinging... Oh, Zyra's actually mid. Rengar is going to be the support, so that is a very interesting mixed match. And oh, a nice go in initiate from Jayce. Jayce taking so much damage, actually going to split apart. Lee Sin's going to take a ton of damage, and Kha'Zix is so low, there's nothing he can do about that. Very unfortunate. Poorly timed on the blue team's part. Kha'Zix was not able to help there. If he was able to help, he would have picked that up and got double buffs, but he wanted to save his own double buffs, because he definitely would have died if he tried to go anything. With that amount of help that he had, there was just no way he was going to be able to do that. The Rengar with Elixir of Fortitude already at 99 attack damage. Doing a pretty decent job, so... kind of interested on what they're going to do. Ooh, a nice. That's a very nice play to actually bring him back. And the auto attacks from Rengar just doing so much along with those Qs. Vayne going down below half health, and he's just going to keep popping those health potions. And oh man, this is not going to be good. They do see him. Are they going to get a hook? Oh, they do get it onto Rengar, and that is going to be a very easy kill. The bad part about that is that Thresh picked it up. If they were going to be able to give that to Vayne or even Kha'Zix, that would have been a much better choice. I mean, granted, it's nice that Thresh gets a kill, whatever, he can get some more wards. Oh, in the meantime, this is going to be really bad. Akali gets completely countered up by Lee Sin, so Lee Sin is just going to completely camp out Akali. She can put down the shot, but it doesn't matter. He will have vision on her right when he uses that Tempest. He actually decides not to use it, which is kind of surprising. Uh-oh. Oh, landed, and boom. That is a very, very easy pickup for the Lee Sin. Taking Tower Shot, almost going down 41 HP. Minions are too strong. Blue caster minions too strong. Vayne is actually destroying Graves when it comes to CS. Vayne's at about 10 ahead, as well as 1 kill ahead. That's kind of surprising since Graves does farm pretty well. It just doesn't seem like he's farming that well this particular game. He's also behind 1 wave, pushed to his tower. That makes it a little bit more difficult, especially since Graves really only has those AoE spells that he can use to assist him in the farm. But Zyra in mid lane is almost double. Jayce is almost up by 20 at this point. The ultimate now coming out, and that is going to be really bad. She's going to be able to pick up the kill, but she goes down as well. Going to throw out the passive right into Kha'Zix, taking himself just a little bit of damage, but he'll be able to reach on that backup pretty easily. And in the meanwhile, the Flay actually misses. That's not going to be good, but there's no... Oh, the Ignite going down. They are going to be able to pick up the kill on the Rengar, but is Thresh going to be able to get away? He has his flash. Oh, that's not going to be good. He actually traps him on the tower, but it's just not going to be enough. It's a very nice attempt, but it just wasn't going for it. Vayne is still running away. Very nice try by Lee Sin, throwing in that ward, getting... Oh, this is not going to be it. Kha'Zix, oh, missing the Vorpal spikes. Or the Void spikes. He had his lead, but he just didn't have the mana to really do anything. He popped his ultimate just to get that little bit of movement speed, but I think it was poor decision. Missing those Void spikes is really what lost him that. Meanwhile, Lee Sin is going to donate this blue buff over to the Zyra, and AP Zyra is very, very scary, especially once you give her that blue buff. She is not going to be able to back off away from this. That is just going to be spammy, spammy, spammy. The spells and all the plants. Oh, she's going to be able to push those towers so easily. And she is level 7 compared to Jayce being at level 5. It's very bad that that's what's happening. They don't know where Jayce is. Or they don't know where Zyra is. Jayce pinged that off. It looks as if Akali's kind of backing off just to see if Zyra's there, but now that they know, she's back in mid lane. So good communication between the blue team actually in a solo queue matchup. I'm actually pretty surprised about that. Typically you don't see stuff like that, but you will see it a lot more at high ranks because that's how you win games. Better communication can definitely give you an edge, even if skillfully you're a little bit below. It still helps quite a bit. Zyra once again going in hard, but ooh, she will not be able to finish it up. Lee Sin gets pinged out. He has those boots of mobility. This is going to be very difficult for Akali to get out of, but jeez, he's so fast. 447 movement speed. That is going to be really good for him. Zyra throwing out the ultimate, just barely misses. And Jayce will be safe and sound for now. But we don't know how long that will last. Meantime, once again, Vayne is still pretty low, but she's starting to catch up in CS. She went behind actually when she was very much ahead. She was up by 10 and then she went almost down by 10, but now she's almost down by 2. So pretty even when it comes to that. As far as gold goes, she's still up by 250, something like that. Uh oh, Jayce could get sandwiched here. This is not going to be good. A nice kick away from Lee Sin, but unfortunately that did not that just didn't give him the ability to kill him. Just a little bit too fast, and unfortunately Lee Sin did not Dragon's Rage him into the proper way. Lee Sin is playing some Mortal Kombat, learn how to kick. Some Liu Kang style. Oh, this will be the first tower of the game going down in favor of the red team, and this is going to be very dangerous if they are able to keep up this kind of pressure. It seems that they're applying pressure all over the map right now. They did have the tower pushed to their side on bottom lane almost the entire beginning part of the game, but there's no damage on the tower, so they got it right to the tip of the tower right before the minions were able to attack them, and nothing happened from it basically. Oh, but up top we do have quite a bit of exchange. Akali is level 8 as well as Malphite. Malphite just dinged it. He's 2 assists, Akali has 2 deaths. This is going to be very dangerous. Lee Sin coming in, trying to do as much damage as she can. Nice safeguard, and they're going to be able to see the Akali as well as that pink ward, and she's definitely going to be going down. There's absolutely nothing she can do about that. Almost picks up the kill on the Lee Sin, but now the 2 members of the red team are up top. The blue team seizing the opportunity to take this dragon, and that is 100% worth it. The teleport coming in Malphite, he's going in with the unstoppable force, able to get the slow, and now Vayne is going in a really tough position. That ultimate from Zyra is going to completely zone them. There's 2 members of the blue team, and they may pick up an ace or really close to it. And now Kha'Zix is going to have to leap over there, and Zyra as well. Oh my gosh, the flash goes over it. Oh, this is super scary. Oh, very unfortunate. Kha'Zix was able to pick up the kill though, and that is really what matters in the long run. If you know you're gonna die, if you can take somebody out with you, that is clearly the better option. Even doing like half their HP or burning a flash or something like that is really, really good. If you know you're gonna die, you might as well try to get as many little miniature wins as you can. And that's sometimes a lot of people don't really understand. They just kind of run away and keep running. And sometimes it's nice just to waste the opposing team's time. Like Akali, when she was up top, she was just wasting the red team's time while they were up top, while her team went to go get the dragon. And in that case, it was a really good decision. But that requires so much map awareness to just have the wherewithal to be able to do all those things at the same time. But it's really nice to see that. So if anybody wants to know how to play better, that's definitely a way. When you know you're going to die, because it's almost impossible to just not die. Granted, that is one of the best things to do, is if you can just not die. Sometimes, though, that signifies that, oh, this could be quite a huge dive. Kha'Zix coming in with that leap, doing as much as he can. Throws on the ultimate, the ignite. Oh, not going to be able to do it. Is she going to catch up? She does have that one more. Yes, beautiful pickup, but Rengar's on her tail. This is going to be really bad. He goes in the brush. No, he actually doesn't. He could have easily picked that up. Oh my gosh. He's actually running away. Why is he running away?
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Man, I want to say he could really pick that up, but Vayne actually falling to Graves. 1v1. How does that happen? There's kind of a rule when it comes to high elo that you should never die one-on-one. Oh, and she stopped her silver bolts. Yeah. She stopped her silver bolts and attacked a minion instead of attacking him. And apparently she didn't realize that he had the Bilgewater Cutlass, so she was pretty much not in a good time right there. Meantime, Zyra ends up picking up that Thresh in mid lane. Very disappointing. Blue team starting to fall off very quickly. Lee Sin, oh, he doesn't have the ability to take away that blue buff like he wanted to, but it was pretty close. Graves is now working on the second bottom tower, and he's getting really close to be able to do this. He has his quick draw, but he's going to save it just in case anybody comes, and he will be at that time able to get away a little bit quicker. Yeah, there's going to be a free inner tower for him, and now 3 members of the red team are pushing in. Yes, they're able to pick up the inner middle tower as well. So right now, I definitely foresee the red team kind of delaying the matchup a little bit, trying to just do what they can, wait for Dragon to respawn, take Dragon, and then push top lane. That would be their best choice to get control of the majority of them. And oh, nice job. Akali picks up that Lee Sin while he tried to get greedy for the kill, and it didn't turn out well for them. So actually it's going down to Thresh. Once again, Thresh picking up another kill. The red team is not wasting any time. They want this top lane, and they want it now. You can't tell them that they can't have it. That is for sure. As far as farm goes, at the top lane, Akali is up by about 20 CS. She's doing a phenomenal job. She's up by 1 kill, but down by 4 assists. Overall, gold still shows in her favor by about 300, which definitely isn't enough to really say she's ahead. 15 minutes, I mean, 300 gold isn't really going to get you much. It doesn't even get you boots of speed. So she's not even boots of speed ahead. So just because she is technically ahead doesn't mean it's really matters. Then if we take a look at the junglers, Lee Sin has been doing so much work, actually up by 700. Wow, a huge ultimate now coming in from Zyra. Kha'Zix goes down on a nice pickup. Zyra's going to do as much work as she can, and yes, that is going to be another kill. Lee Sin picks up one, Zyra picks up the other, and meanwhile, what happened at bottom lane? It looks like Rengar is going directly on to the Vayne. She does get a nice stun, but it looks as if it stuns him in place, and that gives him a free, or gives her a free kill. That was a really good hook, but Vayne is in a tough situation. She does have flash, and that's not going to be good. Lee Sin also has flash. He has those boots of mobility. He's going to be able to land it, and that is going to be a nice pickup for him. ScubaChris doing a great job. Actually misses that. Is he going to be able to pick it up? Oh, it's actually pretty close. As you can see, trolled with her just a little bit. RF Legendary coming in with Akali. Is she going to be able to do anything? Does not look like it. Just going to push that lane as hard as possible, but at the same time, Malphite is doing the same thing at top lane. This is a huge creep wave. Kha'Zix is coming in, able to clear out the majority of those minions. And Malphite with the Sunfire Cape, anytime he's within range of the tower, anybody jumps on him, he's automatically going to get tower aggro just because Sunfire Cape does do damage, and that will aggro the towers. That's kind of sucky thing about it, but it's something you have to live with and something you have to work around. So it's just one of those items that just kind of makes you think when you have it, and think if you want to buy it. Oh, Zyra getting a ton of damage down on this Thresh. Thresh going super low, throws down the Lantern. He almost goes down. He's at 250 HP. And wow, that was a beautiful play, but in the meantime, Rengar pretty much solos this dragon, and that is going to, like, once again provide the red team with quite a big advantage. They're up by 6,000 gold now. Really starting to pick it up, and meanwhile, Zyra gets the ultimate as well. Is she going to pick it up? Yes, she will. Akali goes down, and this is not going to be good. Jayce is now slowed perpetually, and Kha'Zix is the last one alive. That's going to be a safeguard, but the leap over the wall is going to save him just a little bit. Ooh, Lee Sin getting it down. It gets hooked by the Thresh and the play. Gets smashed by the box, but oh my gosh, he's so low. Is he going to get it with collateral damage on the auto attack? Yes, he will finish that up. Great job by Graves, knowing what he can do. Unstoppable force now coming down on Kha'Zix. Kha'Zix gets completely obliterated, deleted from the map from the red team, and the red team is now just pushing as much as they can. They don't even need to push that top lane. I figured they would just for the extra gold advantage, but now that Akali's here, that is going to be a very dangerous situation. She ends up throwing it. Oh, nice initiation, but not going to be good. Oh, yes, a pickup from Akali is going to get another one, but Graves picks it up with an auto attack, and now Jayce is in the mix doing as much damage as he can to the Graves. Is it going to be enough? No, it won't. The quick draw will save him. Wow, so many plants. Once again, blue buff on Zyra. This is going to do so much damage to the Baron. Baron's already at 7,000, 6,000, 5,000 HP, and this is really not a good situation. 19 minutes, they're two-manning the Baron without any problems. that is most definitely a free Baron. Blue team had absolutely no idea that that was going on, but now they do a beautiful snare with the ultimate. That is going to be... Oh, ScubaChris stealing the kills, but they should be able to just dance here. Okay, they're recalling them. That might be a surrender vote, maybe? Yeah. So that was a 20-minute surrender. Once again, there seems to be a lot of those going on lately. I don't know if there's something possibly just going down with the matchmaking system or what. But it's, I mean, the past 3 games I've casted have all been 20-minute surrenders and complete stomp fests. So I'm very, I don't know, I'm actually pretty interested to see what is happening. But either way, guys, if you like the videos, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you want to see more, I do come out with daily content. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at _H_Strider. And follow my Twitch. Whenever I go live, you will be notified at Strider Stone, S-T-O-N-E. Yeah, guys, thanks for watching. If you have any requests for champions or players, please let me know in the comments or in a private message, and I will see you tomorrow. Peace.